Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Here I am. Welcome everyone, welcome. Today I had a slightly different idea for a stream in mind. Hope everyone will bear with me or enjoy. Today I am doing a retrospective of the games by Zachtronics, which was a neat little indie studio that made a lot of games that were related to computer programming or programming of other kinds. And I thought their games are, they're definitely a unique thing, and you have to be into them to enjoy them, but they're definitely a great little thing, and they were a great studio. They chose to shut their doors recently, though, to move on to other things. So I wish them all the best, but I thought it would be a good excuse to show off a bunch of their games to people who maybe weren't familiar with them, and see if it's your thing. And I hope you enjoy. Yes, so the first game that I have loaded up is called Infinifactory, where it's in a way it's programming. Oh, I have a jetpack, by the way. So this is a game where, don't worry about that right now. This is a game where a race of dumb but strong, or at least militarily strong, or technologically advanced aliens have captured you and are forcing you to design assembly lines for them. Because that's apparently how they do things. Not too bright in themselves, or just choose to do that. So, this is a level where we have to design something to refill munitions boxes, which certainly is a bummer to have to help the enemies, but for people who have imprisoned us. But what can you do? Certainly nothing at the start of this game. But yes, so you have a whole bunch of... So you're designing an assembly line in kind of 3D space. So the munitions boxes get dispensed by this thing. So we probably want to build a bunch of conveyor belts. And then we want them to go down to here. But the trick is that there are 3 different outputs that we need to make it go to. So there are plenty of devices. Yeah, got pushers, which I think I'll need for this. Sensors, which trigger whenever anything passes in front of them. So you can kind of make logic circuits with that. There's a welder, which attaches pieces together that we don't need here. An eviscerator, which destroys blocks, which also we don't need. Unless we want this to be very inefficient. Conduit for electric connections. Lifter, I feel it was something like they introduced later. And a blocker, which is, just to show you an idea. A blocker is the opposite of a pusher, where the blocker will be out at all times. Oh yeah, I can just start the conveyor belt at any time, and these will just kind of pile up. But yeah. But yes, basically they need to be triggered by something. Like, oops. Let me, for example, sorry, I'm using all the hotkeys here, which, makes it a lot quicker. Yeah, let's make this a sensor. And let's make it trigger both of them. Oop. It's a pretty intuitive interface. You just kind of right-click to destroy stuff, left-click to place stuff, and then you, hit the R button, or sorry. Hit another, oops. Oh. It's not working as intended. You know what, let's just, I can show it this way. So this is kind of a neat one whereas a lot of those programming games, you kind of, you know, they were either text-based or kind of in a other graphical interface, but this is kind of unique among them in an environment that you can maneuver yourself around physically. And I think it makes it really satisfying. So, okay, so every time the sensor gets past, pusher pushes and the blocker goes back. So you can definitely see how you could fool around with some circuits here. Fun stuff. Anyway, so with that in mind, the way that I think I'm going to do this is, so I want to split them up into groups of 3. So I do want a conveyor belt to go off of here, but I only want it to split, like I could just flip this around here and have them all go into that one, but that won't actually help us because we need to send 10 into each one. So, conveniently they have these arrows, which make it definitely easier to make sure you have your stuff lined up. See, like, brilliant little improvements like that. You know, it's definitely realizing, you know, ways that you can make your game more user-friendly. Like, even in some of the games, which I'm going to show later, which have, like, programming languages and stuff that are... Oops. No. Sorry, wrong button. You know, definitely a lot of kind of thought put towards, like, making it... Like, they decided to make up their own programming language, but they're still going to make it easy to use because this game's supposed to be fun. Alright, so... Got these. So unfortunately you do need platforms to put stuff on. Like, stuff can't be free floating in the air or it'll just fall. I mean, maybe you do want it to fall for certain applications, but in this case, no. Alright, so now if I line up these pushers and I want to put a sensor over here. Sensor facing that way. And actually, I can get rid of this. So this, lagging a bit. One moment. I'm still here. Oop, okay. So I need the conduit to go to all 3 of these. But, okay, so there is a... What is the button for it again? Footprint, P. So you are kind of scored at the end of each of these, which was another neat thing of this, so you can compare your leaderboards to your friends. And for Infinifactory, I think it's speed. Speed is one of them, but one of them is also footprint, which... For some reason that button is not working. Alright, doesn't matter. Okay, so I put this over here and not over this block just to save one space of footprint. But anyway, so I think this is ready to go. Let's see how it works. Okay, 1, 2, 3, push. 2, 3, yep, there we go. Looking like a well-oiled machine. Whoop, went a little too far. Oh yeah, and by the way, so yeah, this body over here, there's some storytelling in here.
Oh, wow. What is that? This must be some sort of shipyard. It's amazing. There are tons of ships here. Those little ones,
and there we go.
Docking with that carrier, they must be shuttles or fighters. And
okay.
oh, that one looks like a missile cruiser.
So this stuff, yeah, the stuff like this, where so how fast can you do it? How small of a footprint can you have, and how few total blocks can you have? So I've done it with fewer blocks and better footprint before, but I've had this same cycle score each time. So that's the basics of it. And then there's kind of different objects, different devices and stuff that you're building. Like, I kind of wanted to show off, there's this one, Shuttle Maintenance, which I was pretty happy with my design. Oh, and also you can save multiple solutions, which is also a good touch, where you can, you know, if you want to minimize your footprint on one run and you want to minimize your cycles on another run, it's really good for that. So yeah, Shuttle Maintenance is a fun one. Oh yeah, they got these, because these are aliens who don't speak your language, they have to train you using these IKEA-style things. So this is one where these shuttles come in with this damaged, destroyed thrusters. So what you have to do, and the output, which you can see at the other end, is the same shuttle body, but with brand new engines. So, and then there's this input over here, which has the engine parts. So, yeah, I'll start it up and show you my solution. So, yeah, shuttles come down here. Over here, the 3 sections of engine come through, and I have this welder weld them together in sets of 3s, and drops 1 in one side and 1 in the other side. And then I believe how I said it, I have sensors detecting that the engines are ready to be dropped. So these shuttles come through here. I have a blocker there, which makes it so that only one shuttle goes at a time. And then when it's time for them to be ready, they drive into the eviscerators here, cutting off the old engines. And then they get dropped. It drives right by the new engines, which drop into place in these conveyor belts. Move them into the welder. So you can see how you could have... yeah. Okay. Thanks, Lord Manfred. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, here's the footprint thing. So, yes. Oh, it even counts the multiple levels of footprint, I guess? Or no, okay, it's still just total footprint, because it was only counting the lowest block, I guess, that was counting. Anyway. I mean, my score was not spectacular, but, you know, hey. I'm proud of that one. I'm happy with how it goes. Alright, so my thought with this stream was I was going to kind of motor through a bunch of these games. And yes, thanks for joining, Lord Manfred. If you... So, one moment. So yes, I guess one of the earliest and classic ones, and I wasn't planning on sticking with it too long, was a game called Space Chem, which, like Infinifactory, it does have like a kind of like a, what's it called? Like, there is a story to it, but it's you know, it's mainly about these kind of programming challenges. Where in this one, you're taking atoms, individual atoms, and combining them into chemicals. Like, this is a pretty simple one where you're taking hydrogen and chloride and making hydrochloric acid, which is just one of each. But you've got this, these kind of like, I mean, they're not conveyor belts, they call them Waldos for some reason, where you have kind of a course that you're building, kind of a circuit, where you're picking up these materials and then, yeah, combining them and shipping them out. So just as an example, I thought I'd do this one. Oops. Oh yeah, so there's like separate controls for each of the the blue and the red and and of course you could program it to do this all using just one of these routes perhaps, but of course it's more efficient if you can get both going at once. So let's see. So yeah, you have to specify, all right, when to import add the atoms, open up the atoms at the input and move them to the output, of course. Oops, that is red. I want it to be blue. All right, so what I'm thinking is with this, we can get these two out of here. So these things let you bond the atoms together. I could take them with the blue and then just drop them in the output, probably. So when this goes by here, it'll bond. I do want this to sync up so that the timing works properly. And that'll get it back to the starting point, so it'll be a nice loop. I mean, I could have rearranged these, but that's fine. And then once the blue drop... Oh, wait, whoops. I do need to drop that hydrogen there. And then as the chloride is dragged here by the blue, it should bond and carry them both over to here, where they will be output once the blue passes over here. Yep, and just as simple as that. And of course, this gets way more difficult. Like there are some challenges that are timed. Like it definitely gets pretty crazy later in the game. Like I haven't actually finished Space Chem. It's a very it gets to be a much more difficult game, but it does have that similar number of elapsed cycles, number of reactors used, which is something that comes into play later, and number of total symbols used. So you can really it's kind of up to you how much you want to like challenge yourself of hold on one second. It's up to you how much you want to challenge yourself of making it difficult, or trying very hard to get things to work properly. Like oh, this wasn't really the one I wanted to show. So yeah, so then later it gets into more than one reactor. So this is an example of, oh, we're on some strange alien planet where we're pumping methane out of the methane oceans here, which oh, and by the way, you can refer to the periodic table of elements at any time, so you know how many bonds each atom can handle. It's a neat touch, having that kind of level of realism. Anyway, so this is a solution I built for. We're taking this methane, and we want to turn it into hydrogen gas and ethane. So methane being the simplest hydrocarbon, and then we turn it into ethane by just grabbing some atoms. So you can see, as you can see over here, the methane gets shipped in. I was pulling off just one hydrogen off of that bond, having the red grab the one and the blue grab the other, and then you can see the components going through the pipes here. The hydrogen gets combined with other hydrogen to become stable hydrogen gas. And then you take the almost methane and then combine it with another one. Just bond those carbons and away it goes. So pretty simple. But again, these are the very early levels. This gets way more complicated. But if you're into this sort of thing, perhaps it would be, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a tough one, this game. like in the later levels. But yeah, it is fun though that it can have these multiple reactors all working kind of in the background, and you can just watch them from here if you want, and then speed it up like crazy. Yeah. So okay, so I guess my solution was on the low end of cycles, but I did use a lot of symbols, so fair. I don't know if I wanted to try one of these harder ones. This last one is pretty terrible. Alright, also this game doesn't really have... I don't think there's ways to save, like, multiple solutions. Yeah, what was this? Oh, right. Yeah, here's an example. It was, like... There's this out-of-control mining machine is gonna blow up the base if it runs into it. So we need to fill up these tanks with methane until they explode. But it's unclear. Right, so I think what I was trying to do was separate them out here. Because, yeah, I was trying to separate the methane into the two different things. Control A, Control B. Oh, right, I can trigger these manually. Okay, great. Oops. I think I wanted to... Yeah, I wanted to have the other one go. Alright, so this introduced manual triggers. So basically all these reactors are doing is like trapping these things in loops. So I guess I've basically set it up like a switch where now that I have Control A on, everything's going to go out the bottom output here, which will start filling up this tank on the right, which is what I want to explode first, and then I can trigger them later. So I think I have to blow up a few of these tanks on this robot, so it's just going to keep coming. So I guess maybe this one's probably just an introduction to like how these kind of timed challenges. This is almost like a boss battle, how they work. I guess it would have helped maybe if this blue loop here was a little faster, just so it doesn't, just so this could go faster. But this should still work. Let's speed it up a little more. Okay. That tank exploded, so let's turn on, start filling up the other one. I assume that damaged the robot? I don't know. Oh, well, thanks, Travada Boy, for the lurk. And yes, thanks for coming. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you by name earlier. Alright, that's probably enough on that one. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I did it in the middle of it going. Oh my gosh. Alright. Sorry, yes, you can't. That's one big drawback. You can't run atoms into each other. Let's go fast. Okay, oh, it's right, it's damaging the wheels. There we go. It's exploding methane. So there. Now that those two have blown up, that's fine. Just putting everything into this oxygen tank to hopefully blow up at the proper time. Ooh, is it gonna make it there in time, actually? Let me, let's send some into the other tank, just so we can time it properly. There, creeping closer. Now let's keep filling that tank. Yay! So yeah, I mean, again, I had to already... Space Chem Confidential, so, I mean, it was kind of an action mission, so those same sort of metrics probably don't come into play. Anyway, That was Space Chem. Again, just giving you kind of a tour through these things. Because I do like Zachtronics games, even though some of them I am not an expert at. All right. Well, another really cool one. Maybe my favorite of theirs that I've played. And I haven't played all of them, but there's this game called Opus Magnum. Whoops. Let me get the right size screen. There we go. Perfect. So Opus Magnum is a real good one. I mean, we're moving from real science into fake science, that's for sure. Oop. Okay, lagging a bit. Loading the program. Because Opus Magnum is a game that is about alchemy. You're playing as an alchemist, trying to, instead of grabbing atoms and moving them around, you're grabbing elements. So let's look at an example. The first level, turning lead into gold. Oh yeah, there is kind of a fun story with different characters talking to each other in text. But let's show you an example of how Opus Magnum works. So we've got this kind of hex grid of places to put stuff. It's infinite in this case, where we can move infinite direction, infinite distance in any direction. But like those other games, like the footprint of your final design is one of the things that you're kind of scored on. So trying to minimize that is best if you want to go for that. There's also speed, of course, cycles, and the other one is cost, which these different mechanisms that you have cost different amounts. So, you can go for a low cost version or a high cost version that is faster, etc. So I think I'll show you some of that in a bit. Okay. So let's look at this one. So at the end product is gold. So just elemental gold. Now in this game, right, here's the chart. So you got your 4 elements: air, earth, fire, water. Salt is kind of a neutral material between them. There's also life and death, but that isn't involved in this level. This chart on the right here is where you can transmute stuff into gold all the way from lead by adding quicksilver at every stage. So lead into tin, into iron, into copper, into silver, into gold. And we're given, at the start, elemental lead and quicksilver. And as much of it as we need. So, let me try to think of an interesting way to do this. So you've got these little arm dealies. They can spin in different directions, and they work at a set length, but you get to set what they are between 1 and 3. They're also, you can have these multi-wheel things. Kind of more expensive, but you've got a lot of flexibility with these tools to program the kind of thing that you want. You can also install things along tracks, so they'll run in a pattern. I mean, you can do some weird stuff here. So that, like an arm would run along this pattern as it goes. For example, let's so, it'll slide along there. And then could also have it get some turns in there and have it pick up stuff along the way, drop stuff along the way, etc. So I think you can see generally what the idea is, where you're programming each of these arms to do something, and you want to get the final result by any means necessary, but also, you can what's it called? You can look for good efficiencies, is what I'm saying. There's also this arm, which, in addition to spinning, can be programmed to extend and retract as it goes also. So, what's a good way to do this? Right, so this is the device that you need to level up the metals, basically. You know what? Okay, here's my idea. Alright, if I make that 2 length, and I put the gold over here, so now you can see that I can grab... Right, so now it comes the actual programming part. Okay, so this is grab. So we want the arm to grab the lead. And it can spin over to here. Oh, thank you. Right, I forgot to fix it. Thanks very much, Visor Wiser. My bad. Yes, gotta remember to keep changing it as I change these games. My bad. Okay. So, that'll get the lead on that thing. And then we can just have a nice little arm here. Yeah. Yep. But if you're into it, it's it's fun if you're into it, though. Alright. So this also gets a little tricky when you're trying to... You also have to time things properly because, again, you can't bump any of these elements into each other as you're going. But I think I can just... Yeah, so this should... Yeah, so that'll transmute... No, now... Sorry, right, it loops automatically. Atoms may not collide. Yeah, of course. Alright, so I want this one to stay there. Right, because it'll keep going until you... like, if you don't have anything remaining in that loop for that arm, it'll automatically loop back to the start. But you can make it reset to its original position or repeat previous instructions, which come in handy later. Anyway, we want that to stall there for a while. Right, I can just put that there to make it stay there for a while. We can just hold that there for now. So I just want to keep, because all you need is to keep adding Quicksilver to eventually get it to lead, or get it from lead to gold. I just have to keep repeating this instruction of dropping the Quicksilver over here. So now it's up to iron. Anyway, but instead of manually doing those instructions every time, what I can do is just say repeat instructions. So it'll automatically repeat those 4 steps to save some time. And let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all we need. Get there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once that's done, I can... Oh, thanks very much for the follow, Professor Weiser. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. Then, once all that's done, we want arm 1 to move it over to the gold and drop it. And then they can both reset to the beginning. I believe that should work. Well, and then you can watch the really satisfying video of of your machine doing what you programmed it to do. Oh, no problem at all. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Maybe my time zone doesn't work great for you, but I still appreciate it. Have a good day. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can even get a GIF of your solution, so you can check it out later. So yeah, this was pretty standard on costs and cycles, but it did the job. Now, to show off some of the things that I've done before, I came up with this version, which as the lowest cost I could come up with, where it's the minimal materials involved. Actually, I mean, I guess it's the same components as that previous one I did, so it's probably the same cost, but I also made it minimal footprint. So you can see with this one, yeah, like the arms don't stick out into any other zone. And also as a fun, as a useful thing, it speeds up as it goes, so you don't have to sit through a ton of time. Like, I mean, once it succeeds with that first loop, then hopefully the rest of the loops would succeed if you've made it properly. So yeah, that was my lowest cost version. And also lowest area, only 7 hexes. And then I came up with this version, which is a lot more expensive, over double the price, but it does it in half the time. Oh, well, not quite half the time. So this is an example of another solution, which also involves a track. And, yeah, 4 different arms. So you can see this one. Yeah, because, okay, yeah, I'm doing like 2 at once. So I can save that cycle between, like, just have these arms alternate, adding the Quicksilver. And then you get 2 gold at once. Much faster. But a real outlier on cost, but that's totally fine, because you can only minimize one thing. Also, the game came with this really fun thing called Sigmars Garden, which is just a fun little puzzle game, like similar to like a mahjong solitaire kind of thing. I'm gonna have a drink real quick. Got this nice relaxing music. Oh yeah, so the way this one goes is just, I mean, they're just using the elements, these atoms, as, like different tiles. So you can remove a pair of any element. Salt matches with any of the 4 elements or other salt. Light and death, or, life and death cancel each other out. And you need Quicksilver to get rid of the metals, but you can only collect them in the order that they go between lead and gold. So, and also, yeah, you can only access the ones that have kind of free edges, I guess, for lack of a better term. All right, so, got a salt up here, so I can decide what I want to get rid of with the salt. Yeah, the grayed out pieces are the ones that you don't have access to yet. So I guess sometimes it helps to look for where the metals are. So the first metal I need is lead. There. So I probably want to work my way towards that. Also, I probably want to start getting rid of some of these salts, because it looks like we've got a bunch around. Okay, that's some Quicksilver. Do that. Ooh. Okay. I do want to get past this water, but I don't have other water to match it with at the moment. So maybe I'll have to use salt on that. Okay. So now I gotta watch out, because I only have 2 salts left, and I have an uneven number of water and earth. So that's definitely what I have to use the other salts on. Eventually, I guess. But let's get rid of that. Death. Okay, made it to the lead. Probably this Quicksilver, just to give me access to that. Might as well. Oh no, I might have already ruined my set. Sorry, ruined myself. Because I need to get to that tin. Oh, there. Okay, good. There's some air to get rid of. Sure. For death. Got so much quicksilver, and what metal do I need to get to? The iron, I think. All right, let's get rid of this water like that. I guess I have to even out the. I want to even out the earths. Okay, good. But now I'm stuck. I think I stuck myself. Yeah, I'm not seeing a move. All right, let me try one more. I did get the achievement for winning 100 games, so that was kind of cool. Oh, so the gold is always hanging out in the center, but in this case, even though it's free, I can't collect it until I collect the silver, which is the second highest metal. Anyway. I don't know. I'm just kind of going willy-nilly at this because I'm not sure how to approach it. Do know how to. Do need to get to this lead though. So I'm gonna have to get to some life, or this is anyway. Sorry, I'm rambling to myself. Ooh, I want to get to that, but I can't quite make it. It's this inner ring. I need to break into the inner ring somehow. Oh, this might get me there. Cool. But I still need to get some vitae or vitae. I don't know. I don't know my Latin. I'm not a very good alchemist. Guess I could get to. Maybe I could get to this one using the salts. Oh no, but I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna have an uneven number. That's not good. Well, I messed that one up. All right, one more try, and then I'm giving up on the Sigmars Garden for now. I mean, again, I don't have anything to prove. I'm just doing this for fun and to show it off, but it's a neat little puzzle game, especially considering it was made as like a kind of an add-on game to this whole programming game about alchemy. Okay, good. So this will get me to that lead. So the next one I'm gonna need to get to is, okay, that tin is accessible. That's good. Might as well do that. Sure, let's get the tin immediately. Iron is opened up. That'll take care of that. Yeah, this one seems a lot friendlier, or maybe I just cracked it a lot easier. Alright, oh yeah, and the tracker here will keep track of how many left you have of everything. So next is the Venus symbol, which is representative of... I'm blanking. Yeah, lead, tin, iron, copper, I think? Oh, right, it's kind of copper colored, then silver and gold. Which I guess I never knew that until I played this game, but apparently those symbols of the planets are related to, like, in alchemical terms, they did relate them to astrological bodies for whatever reason. I mean, you know, superstition and, you know, what went for science back in those days. So the reason why it seems to me, I'm pretty sure about this, you know. I guess maybe correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but in the comments or whatever. the reason why Quicksilver, or Mercury, is called, like, the planet Mercury is maybe called Mercury because Quicksilver used the Mercury symbol? Anyway, I mean, of course, but the names came from the names for the Roman gods, which have their analogs in. All right, nice. So salts, just use on those elements, and got the gold. Hooray! Done. That's how it goes. 101 wins. But yeah, definitely those early days were, they were figuring stuff out at the time. All right, let me do a random level. I mean, again, there's a whole story here, but yeah, let's try out hair product. What's this one? All right, new solution. Hair product, it's just a bunch of earth element. I mean, that seems easy. Oh, right, so now this gets a little more tricky because you need to bond these things together when you're not dealing with just simple simple materials. So we need to get 4 earth elements bonded together, and there's these glyph of bonding, glyph of unbonding, glyph of multi-bonding. So let's try probably a simple solution to begin with. Let me think. All right, here's what I'm thinking. We have this one dedicated arm that I'm gonna make just keep serving up earth element. It's gonna pick them up. It's gonna drop them in the glyph of bonding here. And then we have we're gonna have a second arm that actually moves them where they need to go. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put it along there. That way that first one can drop both. Or nah, it'll probably save time if I just make it dedicated. Okay. So pick up earth, put it here. Second arm, we'll pick it up after it gets dropped. Move it, and then drop it there. Okay, I think if I have these on the same step, that might be an interruption. Yeah, because they're both trying to grab it at once. Okay. Gotta move all that over. Okay, so this will result in having up 2 bonded earths. Oops. Oh, right, I've got to reset first. There we go. Then repeat. Okay. There we go. Okay. That gets them bonded. So then maybe if I don't drop this so that it's still holding that one, then I can rotate one more. That gets this. Okay. So that works for this. Of course not forever, but all right. Okay, will that get me to 4? No, that's only 3. What am I thinking? 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You know what? Maybe I just drop it there. And then we have a third thing, move it into the products? Or you know what? I can just put the products here, maybe? Alright, and then... maybe 2 of these? Sorry, let me step through. So you do have these step things, so you can just do it one at a time. And then, yep, and then drop. That gets us to where we need to go. And then it'll just repeat, and then hopefully that'll be great. Yeah, hair product. Okay. Unfortunately, that number 1 arm just keeps going. So what we have to do in that case is period override instruction. So that'll make sure that it stays synced up with this other thing and doesn't restart its loop too fast. And there we go. Simple as that. Oh, whoops. I forgot one other important step. I did not reset the arm number 2. There we go. There we go. Oh, sorry. So, I did get a new audio setup recently, so I'm using that now. Hopefully everything sounds good for everybody. Oh, there we go. Nice. A new low cost. Or no, wait. Yeah. Yep, only 50 gold. So that's a new lowest cost option. Looks like I'm tied with everybody for lowest cost now. Great. And then I can have a look at my previous solution. What was this? Oh, this uses one of those extendo arms. What was I trying to do here? Minimize the area? I mean, this is kind of a... I mean, it's a pretty similar solution. I only have the 1 arm there in there for pulling. When really most of the work is done by the 1 arm. Okay, yeah, that was a minimizing area version. Although, I did have 9. Okay, maybe my other one had better area too. Yeah, it did. Alright, well, it does the job. That's the other thing. All these charts and comparing it, that's all, you know, it's whatever standard you want to hold yourself to. So it's kind of no pressure. Like if you want to just finish the game and see the story using all that stuff, using just like the bare minimum, you're totally free to do that. But yeah, this stuff of this young alchemist getting first job in this like this I don't know, it's like a weird, like somewhat steampunk past, but also alchemy exists, so they have some wondrous technology. Anyway, it's a fun game. I like it for sure, and I've been meaning to finish it. I haven't fully beat all the levels of that either, but I'm definitely closer in that than Space Chem. All right. Just really quickly, if you're someone who is into kind of the more like hardcore, like actual straight up coding type programming, they did have a few of those. There's a recent one they made called Exapunks, which I've been meaning to try out. I have not yet, where it's done in the style of like programming zines for a fictional world. Maybe also a little Come on. Oh, I want to add. Oh, sorry. These. I'm trying to get. Okay, 1 second. Let me refresh the window. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be the wrong size for sure. Yeah, this is yet another game I haven't finished, but I'm very close. One day I'll get back to it. So yeah, this is a very. Actually, let me close and reopen just so you can see the opening. Those familiar with computers from the 80s and 90s will definitely kind of appreciate this. Oh, is it refresh? Come on, show it on the stream. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's a total like old computer startup thing, and it's a game where this is a weird. Yeah, they call it like a yeah T. So it's called TIS 100 Tessellated Intelligence System. So it's a fictional computer that you. So each of these boxes here executes its own program, like its own separate program. Uh, Using this kind of fictional programming language, which is explained in like a PDF that that comes with the game. There's some like story in these like debug things. You know, some older gentleman bought this computer at a yard sale and was trying to get it to work. But this game is like I would say I'm not an expert, but it's much more like machine coding than like a more user friendly programming language. Because what you're doing, so in this is an example. This is one of the earlier one, differential converter. So read values from input A and input B, and then just put A minus B in output P, and B minus A in output N. So you can see so for the test, it shows you here's what's going to be coming in, here's what's going to be coming in the other one, and here are the two different outputs you need. So, and then it steps through the program. So each one of these things interacts with its neighbors. So just as an example, let's see this program. So if we step through, I have these top two just taking the input and moving it down. So it takes the 44 and 96. They get written into kind of the active memory in each of these two things, this ACC. And then I save like each one of these modules has just one value it can hold in a backup storage. So I take the values that came in, wrote them to memory, then they swap. They get sent to, I have the right send to the left, and the left send to the right. And then, what did I do? Oh, okay. I subtracted one from the other, like it asked for. Oh, right. And then I swapped the backup, the original number, into the active memory so it can be sent to the right module where it does the same subtraction in reverse order. And then they both get sent down to the bottom here where they just get sent to the out column. And then all these values match up to prove that the program is run successfully. But and then it also does multiple tests just to make sure you did it properly. And then there's also a randomized fourth test to make sure that you didn't just hard program it to go with the values that they were testing with. It's a neat setup. And then, yep, we get the nice little "you did it" sound. But yeah, I think this TIS 100 might have been the first one of these that they did. But it's a fun little, definitely when it comes down to like proper programming, which I am not an expert at by any means. It has, it's a fun one. Also, it even comes with this like these sandbox modules where you could use this programming system to program whatever you want, including here's a fun little program that I programmed today. Oh yeah, so there is also 1 second. Sorry. I guess I wanted to show, what are we here? Image test pattern. So yeah, so this is a thing where it later gets into this thing where you have these visual things. So you have to, using a specific, I think the program works in that it is like you give it a coordinate and then a color and then like tell it to write colors to certain squares. So I have this thing programmed to recreate this test pattern. So yeah, it takes yeah, how did I sorry, it's been a while since I programmed this one, but let me see. Right, I have it alternating between 30 and 29. Let me see. All right, so yeah, I'm making it left. Okay, so yeah, so right, what I have here is over here it does the y coordinate and over here it does the x coordinate, I think. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to dig into this cuz, you can check it out yourself and learn the program language, but yeah, it's not going to be fun for me to teach it right here. But yeah, basically it keeps writing a 3, it's like x coordinate, y coordinate, and then 3 indicates white. So it'll recreate this pattern as shown. And then the -1, that's the last step here, is to kind of end the sequence of writing. So actually there's maybe an easier way to do this where I could have made it write white, black, white, black, white, black, and then, but I think up here is the process that makes it so it goes down to the next line. So anyway, yeah, we don't need to watch it do that every time. But yeah, random test pattern, even though it's exactly the same. Anyway, but you can actually make it do fun stuff. Like here's a program that I wrote today to create a fun little image on this console. So let's have a look. Drawing a picture with a computer, learning a fake programming language that will not be any useful use in life, but that's still cool because it's a fun thing to do. So hope you enjoy my little rat drawing with all these lines of code. I mean, a lot of it was hard coded to draw the image, so this would not work for a random pattern, but it does work for drawing a little rat. And that ain't not bad. Oh, that's fun too. Yeah, I forgot it did that when you turned it off. All right. So those are the ones that I had played before. I thought that for a little bit I could try out this one. Oop. Sorry, it's starting up in full screen. Let me see if I can get it to... Okay, one moment. Oh yes, so before we get too much further though, I was going to say, there is a... Oh, graduated the World Cup with me. Sorry. what I was meant to do. Ooh. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Concept operating system. So yet another game with a fake operating system. So yeah, I mean, they do come up with neat little stories of this that are not super heavy, but they do. Yeah, let's turn that full screen off just for my purposes. But yes, it's it's some interesting stories, but not super deep. But that's fine. Anyway, what do we got? Mail. New employee. Shenzhen Longton Electronics Company. World leader in the electronics industry. We believe in diligence, connections. Process of creating electronics is the process of creating connections between different components. In the same way, we do business by making connections with other people. Cellubriousness? What? Sorry, that's a new term by me. An unhealthy body builds a defective product. Correct eating, correct behaviors, correct thinking. All right. Welcome to Southern China. Ace engineer. I don't know about that. I'm just learning this stuff. Okay. I've not managed many foreign workers before, so please understand if I make a mistake here or there. That's okay. All right. Security camera fake. What? This product is an imitation mock security camera. It has two blinking lights. The first light blinks in a regular pattern. The second light is an internet light and should be blinking a more random intermittent pattern to resemble data upload. As you'll notice, the design is partially complete already. The previous engineer quit before finishing the assignment. Now, the timing diagrams in the verification tab. When you simulate, your outputs should match those expected values. Let simulation run until it's passed all tests. Alright. I'm absolutely certain you'll do better than the last person. Okay. Oh, read the manual. Yep. Don't be like the non-manual using person who quit just before you started. His name shall never be uttered again. Alright. How do I get to the manual? Okay. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me oh, sorry. When I put it in full screen, I didn't notice it was off of there. Also, let me check what game I'm on, because I definitely didn't change it. Let me check the spelling on that. Oop, nope. There we go. Save. Okay. I didn't change it for the TIS 100. Oops. Sorry, Twitch. Hope you forgive me. Okay. So. Oh boy. They recommend putting this whole thing in a binder. Yeah, let me just real quick see if I can show this on the screen. What? Where is it? Is it not gonna show? All right. Well, it's not gonna show. All right. Can't tell if this is a joke that they want me to put in a binder or not. But maybe this game is gonna be a little too intense for figuring out on the fly. Oh my gosh, there's a visa application form for the Republic of China. Sorry, let Let me see again if I can. Yeah, Acrobat Reader. Where is it? No, it's not gonna. Let me try something. Maybe if I add a display capture. Yes. Make it visible yet. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, well, that's not really what I was going for. There we go. Just to give you some idea of what we're dealing with here. So yeah, there's a whole, visa application for the People's Republic of China, also in the, yeah. And then up at the top, they're like, oh, print this out and put it in a binder. Engineering notes, yeah. No, language reference card, that might be useful, but yeah, input, output, different data buses, square wave generator. Make sure to get enough sleep. It's the beginning of the next time unit a CPO can go to sleep. Okay. Oh boy. Language reference section divider. Okay, this does seem very similar to the programming language in that TIS 100. Microcontrollers. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let me give it a try real quick. Maybe something like what I've seen of Exapunks was maybe easier to pick up immediately. Anyway, let's take a quick look, see if this works. All right. It did say it was partly done, so. Okay. Active and network are simple outputs connected to LEDs. Yep. Why is this so hard? Sad face. All right, so let's try running it, I guess. Okay, so an active simple input. Okay, oh, so this is the desired result. We wanted to show the different lights flashing. So yeah, the active light flashing continuously, the network light flashing in those patterns. Okay, so I think we need a square wave generator. Simple square wave generator. On for 3, off for 3. Okay, I see. So move 0 to port 0. Sleep for 6 beats. Then move 100 to port 0. So 100 is on, 0 is off. Port 0 is the port that leads to the active light. And yep. That seems simple enough. Okay. I think I see how this can go. So Got this little input-output device over here. So I think that's... So yeah, this is simple enough. We just go move 0 to P0. What? Okay, fine. I'll connect the pin. There we go. Can I connect like that? Sure. Why not? Okay. 0 to P0. Sleep for 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Then move 100 to P0. That only stays on for 2 beats. Then change it back to 0 for 1 beat. And then back on for 1 beat. For 1 beat. And that should be the pattern. So let's simulate. Yeah. Get those fake internet flashies. You successfully completed 1 test run. Let the simulation continue running for the verification procedure. Yeah, no problem. 6 yen? Thought we were in southern China? I don't know. I don't know much about global economics. Alright, thank you for your prompt work on the blinking lights. Looks okay. Thanks, G. Please enjoy a game? My daughter is learning programming. She completed a simple card game. Win a game of solitaire? Okay. She says she doesn't think it needs undo because it's actually quite easy once you develop some skill. Oh. Oh, are those like... What? Well, these are Mahjong tiles, I guess. Oh, they're instructions. Good. Stack the 3 suits from 1 to 9 in the upper right corner. 3 cells in the top left. Oh, so it's free cell, maybe. You can store 1 card of any type. The 4 dragons of a single type are exposed. They can be permanently moved to an open free cell. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's red dragon. I don't know my Mahjong that well, though, so... oh, but I guess these are the different symbols of the dragons. Okay. So... Is this the number 2 of this? No? Uh-oh. Then I might have messed myself up. Or did I? Alright, wait, let's start again. Okay. Now that I'm getting the hang of this. Alright. There's the 1. Good, okay. That looks like the 3 of the same suit. Okay, and I can stack opposite colors. Good to know. There we go. No, can't stack those. Okay. Need to start getting rid of these bamboo looking ones. I don't know my suits of Mahjong tiles, so forgive me if I'm getting any of this wrong. Does look like that's the one though. Cool. 6 goes in there. 2 of the green dragons. There's the 3rd. The 4th though is buried under all that stuff, so that's gonna be a problem. Okay. want to get rid of this 3 or any of these kinds of dragons. The 2 of bamboo is deep under there. Maybe that was a bad move. Okay, if I move this here, I can get put the 6 over here. The 4, I can put that on. Yeah. I think that's a good move. Right, I'm screwing myself here. Okay. Still only 2 of the red dragons. I didn't get this right. Okay. Alright, one more try. For now. Maybe I could get it. Maybe I should stick with it. Alright. Some of the red dragons are very deeply buried. I need a 7 that's not red. That one's super buried. Yeah, I want to get the 6 and the 5 off. But if that's one of the 7s and the other 7 is there. Yeah. And the other... Ooh. These 2 are going to be a problem until I can get to the bottom of this stack, which there's more dragons. Oh my god. Okay. No, can't do that. Okay. Well, let's see. I got 3 of the green dragons close to the top, and then the other one's back here. Terrible. All right. Okay. I've got 9s and 8s and 7s, so maybe I deal with those first. Oh, actually, this could be good. Okay. I don't know what this does. Okay. That's good. Do I want to get this 3 out? I mean, I guess I could. Alright, so I've got a lot of red dragons. I can get at 3 of them. The 4th is now under this huge stack. Okay. Oh, there we go. I feel like I'm 1 away from being able to play it because I need to move this 9, but I also need to move this. Is the problem. At least I can move any amount of this stack that I want. Wasn't sure about that before. Where's the 4 of... Oh, it's way on the bottom of that pile. Jeez. Okay, if I move this, though... No, that won't help. If I move this, I can get at this 1, but that also doesn't help me because the 2 is on the bottom of this pile. This is cool music, though. Okay. If I move this... That'll free up the 1 and let me add these 8s, I guess. There we go. Okay. This feels like progress. Get the 8. There. 7. Okay. Okay. Get those red dragons. Yeah. Hooray. Oh, that closes up one of the cells. Well, at least it gets them off the table. That's the main thing. Okay. Alright, I have access to 3 of these. Oh, all 4. There. Okay, good, good. And the last green dragon is easy to get. Hooray, okay. Should be good now. I hope. 2. Let's get the other 2. Yeah. Easy solitaire. Hooray. Whee! Nice. Okay. One win count 1. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I cannot read Chinese, so I'm afraid I can't understand that response. But was that the girl who who made the game? Designed the game? No, I could be wrong. Sorry, the names are not the same. Alright, anyway. Replacement factory module. Our factory floor has some examples of older equipment that require control signals to be amplified. Just the signals for the type of machine. Recently it was broken. Okay. Design. Yeah, create a working design. Okay. Control in is a simple input from connected to factory equipment. Control out is connected to other factory equipment. Signal from the control in should be multiplied by 2 and copied to control out. Sounds simple. Alright. Okay. So yeah, this does have the same ACC, which is like the stored power, I guess. Alright. So what kind of mathematical stuff do I have? Okay. Alright, I have addition and subtracting. I do have multiplication. So multiply the value of the first operand by the value in the ACC register and store the result in ACC register. Okay, so I think what I want to do, since I'm going to be... Oh. Hi, Licky Glock. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't say it when you... Oop. They're designing circuitry today. Or programmable logic controllers, probably. Alright. Okay, stick with what I know. Alright, so I think I want the value of 2 to be in the ACC. Because that's the storage of value. Or actually, I guess I could put... Yes, I should be able to do that. Just move 2 to ACC. And then... oops. Oh, sorry. I don't have to put a comma. That's the other programming game had that mechanic. So we just... and then I want to... so it's MUL is multiply P0 by ACC. Oops. Or, oh, sorry. Multiply P0 will just... Okay, multiplying always pastes it to the ACC, so that makes sense. And then put move ACC to P1. That should output the result, which has been multiplied by 2. And then I have to make sure that it resets. Or actually, I guess that first step will reset it back to 2 anyway, because it just writes the absolute value 2 to ACC. So let's simulate. Whoop. Oh. Okay, sorry. I have to insert a sleep function in there at some point. Oh. Okay, right. Because for the signal to hold for one step, I have to make it sleep for a step. Okay. So sleep for one step, and then it'll immediately start accepting and inputting the other one, I think. Yes. And yep, so these signals are matching as required. Sleep with the visions function. Hey, I don't know where this game goes. I mean, I'm not sure if it makes any statements about workers' rights in China, but I'm not an expert on that either. But yes, let me go back to the manual for a second here. Yeah. So, where did it say that? There. Make sure to get enough sleep. CPUs are typically much faster than the signals they are reading and writing. A CPU can execute a large number of instructions. So the CPU has to go to sleep until the next time unit. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. But yes. Yeah, let's try one more. In order to set up some of our new manufacturing equipment, we need a pulse generator. However, instead of buying one, we would create our own. Sure. Conditional execution. All right. Oh God. Yeah. Bridge? Oh boy. Part not recommended. Oh boy, so many different components. All right, yes, this is gonna get a lot more complicated than that TIS 100 game. But that's okay. All right, button is simple input, pulse. Okay, when the button is pressed to generate pulses as indicated. Okay. So I think what I want to do... oh, the pulse is the output. Okay, sure. Okay, so... let's see. So when there was something in the instructions about detecting the front edge of a square wave. Match activated light controller. That was not what I was looking for. Okay, conditional execution. Plus or minus signal will cause that instruction to be enabled or disabled by test instructions. Okay. When an instruction is disabled, it will be skipped and not consume power. Okay. For example, see touch activated light controller. Okay, fine. EEAQ. What does that mean? Oh, here we go. Test instructions. Test if a value is equal to the value in the second. Okay, so I think what I want is this A is not equal to B. And that'll enable the minus. So if I do TAQ 0 does not equal, yeah, okay. So TEQ. So if 0 does not equal P0, then that means it's on. So I have the minus here that will enable the pulses. So that'll be move 100 to P1. And then sleep 1. Oh, it's LP 1. And then oh wait, I guess I want the sleep 1 to happen either way. So is it as simple as that? Just whenever the button input is not 0. Oh. Sorry, I want it to also turn off if it's not happening. Oop. See, that's also a cool user-friendly thing of this. It's got instant debugging also. Oh wait, sorry, I misaligned here. Sorry, that was that was terrible to look at, I'm sure. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess I wanted to sleep 1 either way. But then if it's still not 0, I guess TEQ. So if it's still not pressed, I want it, or if it still is pressed, I want it to move 0 to P1 for 1 step. But I guess I want this last I want this last step, the last sleep step I'll make unconditional, because that way it'll wait 1 step before reading it the next time. All right, let's give this a try. Hey, first try. Oh no, wait, uh-oh. There was a failure there. So, right, I need it to turn off. I need it to turn off if the button is not pressed, for sure. So I think what I want is, I want to add in a step that is plus. So if the button is off, I want it to move 0 to P1 always. And then it'll wait a step either way. Okay. There we go. Yeah. 7 lines of code. Only 3 yen. Seems to work with the pattern. Yeah. Real middle of the road solution. Take an orbital selfie? Oh, Russian space adventures? Oh boy. Bring out the Baron? Baron von Schnaps is in the house, y'all. What? Create a working design for this product? A drinking game? What? What is this? Point and foul are simple inputs. Numerical LCD screen. Counter should always keep track of a count starting from 0. When the point is pushed, the count should be incremented by 1. When foul is pushed, the count should be decremented by 2, but not below 0. Okay. All right. But pin type mismatch. Okay. I don't know what the pin types are. Maybe that's in my... Oh, it's a bus output. Okay. Is there a different data type that has to go to buses? I'm honestly not sure. Okay, yeah, because yeah, the P inputs are like a signal, whereas this. Okay. All right. Okay. So. All right. So I'm gonna have to think of a condition where. All right. So. Oh, am I gonna need 2 controllers? Uh-oh. Because how do I... Oop. Alright, well let me try this out for starters. Nope. Okay, I need something that has 2 inputs, that's for sure. This, yeah, that'll... Wait, but it only has... Yeah, it doesn't work because they're joined. I can add notes. Okay. So, But I don't have anything that has multiple inputs. It's weird. Would this be allowed? I guess I'm a little worried that of what signals I'll be able to output along the buses. Sorry, there we go. I can look at this again for a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's these bus outputs. Little I/O pin is either an input mode or output mode. 3-digit number to any bus pin. Okay, so buses can take multiple values. Oh boy. Oh, this converts. Okay. So do buses only take binary values? Oh, control for a stepper motor, jeez. Remember those being some sort of final challenge in high school circuitry. Logic gates. Okay, anyway. result of customer feedback, an X-Bus only variant will be made available later this year. Okay. Alright. So what I want to do... oh, here we go. Pin registers. Single microcontroller communicator. Okay. Bus or X bus interface. Refer to the appropriate data sheet on details on pin functionality. Oh boy. Is there a table of contents in here? Oh boy. Whoa. Color space. Spoiler related keywords. What? Drink recipes. What? Oh my god. Okay. This is not what I was looking for. Target illuminator. Oh jeez. Tarkalord 555's creepy sound effects page. Oh man. I can definitely see how this would lead. This one led to Exapunks, which is the one that has like the programming zines that you have to read through to get it to work. Okay, here we go. Display. 7-segment display. Okay. You just input the value and it displays it. And a -999 turns them all off. Okay. So I want to output, yeah, whatever the thing is. I think this one will be the one to use. Oh, right, but I need a second input. Alright, so yeah, maybe I do need that second one. Okay, so this one just needs to move P0 to X, what is it? Sorry, let me space these out a bit more so I can see what I'm doing. X1. Okay, and then sleep 1. Okay, so this one, let's see. Let's see. So if foul is pushed, so let's see. Move. Let's see. All right. Let me do add X0. So when that button gets pushed, it adds 1 to the ACC. And then I want to do... actually, no. The vowel one is harder to program. Let me do that first. Okay, so I want to subtract E0 from ACC, and then and then I want the conditional. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to. Let me get rid of this thing. That's not needed anymore. Sorry. Forgive me for having that partly blocked. Okay, and then I want the conditional instruction. So if I want to say if So TLT is, so I'm going to compare, is ACC less than 0? And then, so if it is less than 0, then plus, the plus function will be just to write the number 0 to ACC. So that'll immediately reset it back to 0 if it tries to go below 0. And then I will say add x0. I mean, I'm guessing these two things won't happen at the same time of both buttons being pressed at once, but that should work. And then I go, the function I'm looking for is sleep 1. Yes. And that should check it every second, or every step. Let's try that out. Oh, nope. Okay, well, looks like those results just went nowhere. So what? So I guess it sends it as a pulse instead of as a constant input, I guess. Maybe that's what the problem is. I don't know how these bus things work, is the problem. Let's see. Read from any X bus pin to get a 3-digit number that captures the state of the simple I/O pins. All right. So, all right, let me, as an experiment, just so I know or have some idea what I'm doing here, let me connect this up to the display to see what happens. All right. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. Let's just, come on. Fine, let me delete that line for now. Okay, so the bus outputs the number 100, specifically when the pulses come through. So I guess what I want to do oh right, I forgot to all right. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to put whatever's in the... I want to save whatever the current value of the button is to memory, which there should be a function for that. DAT, right? DAT, okay. So... is it like the other program and you swap between them, or can I write? Okay. Alright, I could probably... right, move it. Okay. So move ACC to DAT. Move 0 x0 to ACC, I guess. And then I want to I guess I want to compare it to 100. All right, I want to test if it's equal. Does ACC equal 100? And then if so, subtract 99 because it'll be at 100, so it'll take it down to 1, and then add DAT. Oh, and this is also a plus. Oop. If I add DAT, it'll add the 1 to the total, and then we sleep 1. Oh, sorry. And then move ACC to X3. Okay. You think that'll do it? Let's give it a try. Oh no. It's only doing ones. Okay. So the problem is it's only executing it's only sending one on the second half of when it's triggered. I mean, it is sending one every time it goes on, I guess. The problem is it's... Oh, sorry. I guess I should have been doing stepping through the program. That would have been it. Okay, so 100 comes in. Does it equal 100? Yes. So, subtract 99. Add data, if any. Move the 1 out. Okay. Sleep for 1 to hold that signal. And then, do I want to save it again, maybe? Actually, I guess I want to put 2 subtract P0 steps in there, because if it's 1, I want it to subtract 2. Oh, but then it'll be 100. All right. Well, anyway, maybe that's enough of that for now. So, let me, maybe, yeah. Perhaps I'll continue looking at this on my own time. And I'll do one more. I'll try one more game of solitaire, I guess, while we're waiting. But okay, this is what I'm gonna say to you, anybody out there, if you're interested. There is one more game that I own. I got it for free. That is made by Zachtronics, and it is called Nerds. let me write that. Yeah, nerds, and it's for free on Steam, and it is, you can play it for free with people on your friends list or just anybody on Steam. So I was thinking I was gonna close out this stream by playing some Nerds. If anybody would like to join me, I'm gonna start it up in after this game of Solitaire, I guess. It's a very small download, so and yeah, sorry, I was just sending a message, and I think that'll be a fun thing to end on, and it's something that the audience could participate in if they wanted to. Ooh, okay, I can get at these dragons real quick. Oh, shoot. I couldn't. I was one away. All right, one more game of this. I immediately messed it up. Okay, I can get at that one. Sure. So I probably want to get the 9s on these open spots because they're the thing I can't move otherwise. Need a 5. No, it can't be a red 5. This would get me at the 2 also. If I move, actually, yeah, I can move that. I could get to that 1, but maybe I'll leave it for now. Cool. 4 on 5. 7. I do want to get rid of these. Are these supposed to be white dragons, is my guess? Anyway. Okay, you can get that. This 5, so I can put the 3 on there. I think if I have this 5 here, that'll open me up for this. Yes. And yep, that's those dealt with. Yep, okay. Oh, I've got all 7s and 9s out here, jeez. Anyway. Is there a way out of this? I might be done already, actually. No, can't. Okay, actually, maybe that would help. This 2 is gonna be in the way. I've got all bamboo and nowhere to put anything else. Don't have a 6 to put anything on. Don't have an... I could almost get to that 8, but not quite. Can't get to that 8. Oh, wait. Okay, good. I think that might save me. 3, 4. Still don't have the circle 2 because it's buried under there. I have 3 of the green dragon. Oh, I just need 1 more green dragon out. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. There. Gets rid of those. All right, it all was not lost. Great. 6, sure. That works fine. Yep. Yeah, this is a decent game. It's not too... I guess once you get the trick of it, it's not too hard to lose. Better than usual normal free cell, I think. Oh wait. Nope, can't put it on that one. I do want to start getting rid of these things though. put this here. I would need a 7. 7's here. That's what I needed. Yes, good. Good, good, good. Alright. Is it gonna autoplay the dragons? Nope. There. Whee! Nice. Alright. So now that we've warmed up with some solitaire, let's play a little more solitaire. Nice. Alright, let me change the game. And also, I think I'm going to take a 1-minute ad break. And then if anybody would like to join, yeah, I'll create a lobby in there. And it will look like this on your screen. Come on, there we go, nerds. All right. Gonna create a lobby. You can select your deck up here in the settings. Oh wait, no, this is the lobby settings. There we go, fully public. You can customize your card backs with any of the Zachtronics games that you own. I mean, from the lore, this is, and yeah, it's a solitary game where you're trying to get rid of all the cards in your Nerds pile. You build on these foundations using standard, like, alternating color rules. And then in the middle, there's these communal aces that you can get rid of cards that way, which helps you score points. So, and to win, first to 100 points over multiple rounds. So, if people are interested, feel free to join. I'm going to run an ad break, and see you guys in a minute. Thanks. Okay. Hello, and I'm back. I should be back. Okay. Well, while we're waiting, if, you know, whether people want to join or not, this is a fun game that you can play with your friends. Again, it is 100% free on Steam. And yeah, it's got some cool music. Yeah, so no, don't interrupt the cool music. Yeah, once the music's done playing, game is on. So yes, again, aim is to get rid of this pile here.
Diamonds.
A little bit of music in it. So yeah, you can play, you know, any card on an open spot here. And then you've got your deck over here that you can draw from, like in a standard solitaire game. So, you know, it's a fun little game. You can play it with your friends. Again, totally free. The only thing that you get from having bought other Zachtronics games is the card backs. And again, I guess I didn't actually say it, but I am in no way affiliated with the Zachtronics company, such as it was. And am not a paid endorser of their products. I'm just a fan. But, yeah, I like going with these gold Opus Magnum card backs. Nice and thematic. Oh, yeah. So, the actual function of this game...
Spades!
It's a little like a game that my family used to play called Fun, where it was kind of a 2-player solitaire game where you're racing to get rid of kind of a side pile as fast as you can. But you're limited by like these communal piles that you and your opponent are playing on. So this can be real fast-paced and fun. Of course, it's, you know, playing it solo is maybe less fun. But I guess you're still getting score based on how many cards you play out of here and how many cards you play up to here. And I have had some fun times with some friends playing this because it puts people kind of around the screen like other players, so you can see what they're doing at all times. Like you're kind of forced to play open-handed.
Shuffle.
And according to legend, I guess, the like I think the reason why the Zachtronics people put this thing out was that they had just been playing this kind of competitive solitaire around their office and decided to program a computer version of it, which is fun and nice of them to put it out totally for free on the internet. So, I mean, it would be totally cool if this game continues after, like, now that they are done at as a company. I mean, I would hope that the servers stay up, or I don't know how things work with Steam. Like, do they maintain servers for games? Probably not themselves.
All aces, no spaces.
Nice. Normally that would be harder to do, and, you know, because you're all playing with kind of scrambled decks, I want to say, probably. Or anyway, you're each dealing with potentially multiple decks, so there's going to be, 4 aces per player in the middle here. So it can get a little crazier and harder to keep track of if you're, yeah, like it kind of pays to keep an eye on what your opponents are doing as it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up this game, and then I'm gonna check out.
Nerds.
Okay, so that's what you do. Once you're fully done with that pile, you declare nerds, and then you're the winner. Let me see. There was another game out there that's. Okay, yeah, there's another lobby. Let's try joining these people. Have to join in next game, though. Looks like they're close to completing, though. Oh, wow, these people are pros. All right. I'm going to try to face them. This might go badly. They seem pretty quick.
Final scores.
Oh, and then they exited. Ah, boo. All right, well, let's start up a lobby, see if anybody's going to join in. Sorry about that noise, if that came through. Banged my microphone a bit. But yes, it's a fun game. And I'm a fan. Oh, why is that? There, fully public. Sure, max limit. Turn to game. How do I get my card backs again? Do I have to go outside of the game for that? Purchase a sponsorship package to unlock the Nerds Online card back for holographic foil card back color. Nice. Maybe I have to be out of the game for that. There we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can pick your color. And yeah, and because I have Space Chem and Infinifactory and TS 100 and Shenzhen IO, that's how those get in there. Oh, and yeah, some nice colors as well. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope this was interesting, and if you are into programming related games, that you check out the Zachtronics suite of products. It's perhaps not conducive to playing on stream, but it's some fun puzzles if you're into that sort of thing, and maximizing efficiency in things that you do. I am Rogie Rat. Thanks for viewing my stuff, and thank you for the follows. I recently made it to affiliate, so I'm gonna have to make some plans as to some exciting stuff. Maybe get more audience involvement in games. Again, hope were some interesting games for you, and hope you enjoyed. Send you out with some music, some nice music. And let's see about rating someone. What do we got? Let's see. Let's about this. I'm just... Hope everyone has a good evening, and see you on a future stream. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye.